Welcome to the Spotty stream, everybody. How's everybody doing? Everybody's doing well. We've got one series tonight, and it's for the Splash series. Vertigo, Strikers Against Emerald. To you live from this exact stream. Vertigo are 4-0 in their season. Strikers Against Emerald of the Netscast organization that I'm partnered with are 3-1. Their only loss having been in Week 1 against the Swaginators. That'll actually be the team that Vertigo plays next week. Swaginators. Where are they? Swaginators. Let me find them. There you go. Swaginators are currently 3-1, with their only loss coming to Vertigo, who was able to beat them recently. Literally, by recently I mean like literally last week, so interesting. Oh, thanks headset, that's not good timing, headset. Again, Vertigo versus Strikers Against Emerald, two green teams as well. It's always kind of fun to think about. There you go, again. We're gonna make sure we get them into the lobby as soon as possible. Prediction? Oh yeah, don't worry, we got prediction polls coming up. If that's what you're asking about. We will get prediction polls up for everybody to vote for, so. Again, again, prediction poll will be up very soon, so don't worry. We're gonna get it up in like another minute or two. Just gotta make sure I get the info out to the players so that they can join the lobby first. Oh, Tisco's your brother. Oh, that's cool. That's actually really cool. Netsucast organization also has twins on their teams. Netsucast Meatman is a twin of Strikers Against Cobalt's Dimes. They're twins, but none of them are playing tonight. Not really. Oh, okay. I thought you meant by literal. Well, anyways, but you can treat them like a twin. Hey, you know what? That's fair. Go for what you think is best. As I did get some fun info before the series from Tommy Buckets himself. Especially on Tisco. Now, the thing about Emerald that they're known for is they're known for the defense. They're not a very high-scoring team, but they don't let a lot of goals go through either. This Vertigo team could become their kryptonite because Tisco is apparently shooting around 50% this season. He's one of the strongest shooters in the league. In fact, actually, Tommy Buckets called him the strongest shooter. So again, a lot riding on him. He's currently the most lethal player. It's T-Scow? Got it, T-Scow. Problem. I got you, Elo. T-Scow is shooting it. Again, up almost 50%. And if there's anybody to beat Emerald, that is one way to beat him, is definitely with strong shooting. So, for Emerald, how are they going to stop Vertigo? This team doesn't shoot a ton. Sorry, they do shoot a ton. They shoot a pretty good amount. They don't have to shoot a lot to score. And for Emerald, they're a team that likes to sit back, lets let the shots come at them. Against Vertigo, that may not be possible. As, prediction poll has just been sent, so you got 5 minutes to predict on who you think will win this one. Vertigo, who are, again, currently 4-0, undefeated in their season. Or do you go with Strikers Against Emerald? I mean, there's no real bad options. Both these teams have had very solid seasons. The only team that's been undefeated so far is the Nintendo Switch Gang and Knights of Chaos, with FFV Big Ball Beast also closing in close behind at a 3-1 record. Their only loss coming to with Big Ball Beast's only loss coming to Astral Olivet. Again, pretty interesting to see these brackets, see all these teams. We're nearing the end of our season as well. This is the 5th week of 7. They have 7 full weeks to play. At the end of that, they're going to be seeded into a bracket. I believe for this one, it is a 16-team bracket, so you got to be in the top 16 out of 24 teams here in the Riptide Cup. Yeah, you got to be in the top 16. Make it into the Riptide Cup. Riptide hosts 24 separate teams, so so you know there is relegation online, but for these teams, not so much. They both have been very successful relegation is probably not something they're thinking about. There's still a chance for it. Again, you gotta play well. And really, a win here for either of these teams will get them one step closer. But Vertigo, I think a win today should definitely, if they haven't always secured their spot in the playoffs, they definitely will today. If they get a win here, they'll definitely secure a spot in the playoffs. But I don't think any of these teams are worried about making the playoffs here, at least in their current moments. Because again, we'll be waiting on these teams. Oh, you can already see Baluz, T-Scow, and Kiseg already. And Kiseg also, you guys might know, is the statistician of the Splash series. So, pretty interesting with the stuff that he's done. Again, so, you know, knowing with him as a statistician, really pretty happy to talk about Vertigo's stats. The way for Emerald again, they've got some stats as being, again, quite defensive. They sit very far back. As again, info's been sent to both these teams, I think. Vertigo's Emerald just finishing up their warm-ups. Again, Vertigo have something. I think they have a playstyle that will counter Emerald here. Emerald's gotta show up. And so the question's gonna be about them. Can they limit what Vertigo does on offense? If not, Vertigo is going to run with this one, and they're gonna be, and they could very well sweep Emerald. This is a matchup that could actually be very scary for Emerald because they're up against a team that shoots very, very consistently. So again, there's a lot of questions on it. Lucky enough for them, they have Chaotix, who is, as their coach, is a pretty good coach as well. He'll definitely help them out here. The prediction poll is closing. Get your final votes in. If you haven't already. A lot of points going into this one, actually. We got well over 1,100 points being bet here across both teams. So good job, guys. A lot of points on the line here. Strikers against Emerald. Eternal Vector told me that their roster tonight should be himself, Nate Frog, and Sinister. I'm just waiting on them to join. Again, we don't really have any sort of rush. There's only one match tonight. It's this one. And just waiting for the players of Strikers Against Emerald to join, and we'll get this series underway. Best of 5. Again, both these teams having pretty relaxed seasons. This is going to be one of their toughest. It might be like their matchup of the season. It might be their toughest opponent for both of them, so might as well make the most of it. We're waiting on Emerald. I'm just waiting to make sure they are online. As yeah, I'll see. I'll actually no, I'm gonna go message Emerald, see what they're up to. It should be here any moment. Yeah, surprised that they're not here. They must be running a slight bit late. Not a problem though. Again, they're probably just doing some warm-ups. Just preparing for, again, what's going to be quite a high-profile matchup. Again, I can wait a little bit, so it's not a problem. Again, this is the only match tonight, so if we have to push it back, we can. But I would hope not to. Again, the question really is, where is Strikers of Chaos Emerald? I'm sure he'll be here in just a moment. And the prediction poll has closed. 86% of you favoring Vertigo. Yeah, and yes, they do have 10 minutes from match start time to join, so they might just be using some of that time. Maybe they're having some internet issues. We'll see. But it is during match start time. And they have 10 minutes from match start time to join. If not, then they will be forfeiting game 1. But again, knowing Emerald, I doubt that they are forgetting. They're probably just a slight bit late. I don't have a problem waiting for. Again, knowing this team, again, they're probably just late. It does happen. As there you go, they just let me know. They had a router reset. That's why they're a little late. I told you they're just a little bit late. They're not, no problems whatsoever. They're all in for this best of 5. A little bit of a late start, but not a problem. It's Vertigo, Strikers of Chaos, Emerald, and what is going to be one of the top matches of the week. As here we go. Vertigo 4-0. And pay attention, as I said already alluded to earlier, but Tisco, pay attention to him. When he's the one who's on the shooting, he's pretty good at it. Again, these teams kind of opposites of each other. Think about the strong shooting rates from Tisco, as that's already an early goal from him. Vertigo, very highly aggressive, highly pressurized team. Against Emerald, who are the exact opposite. They're very defensive. They'll let the shots come at them. It's Vertigo who will score first. I think in the overall play styles here, they have the upper hand. Doesn't mean that Emerald can't respond though. T-Scow in the midfield. Mr. around his own back corner to dribble out, but Isig. Oh, 2 touches in field here. Now he's gonna turn a vector in front of that. Sinister hits it away. A lose. I'm looking for T-Scow, but Nate Frogs beat him there. T-Scow over aggressive. And it's Emerald to get one back. T-Scow was very happy after that first goal, but this one is one he shouldn't be challenging for at any point during this series. Nate Frog's going to win that one clearly. And now, we're starting to see some extra shades here of this Vertigo offense. Aggressive, but maybe over-aggressive. They need to be careful on that. As we reset the kickoff, Emerald keep themselves near the ball. Balloos. Sidewall, back in from Sinister. Isig. Redirects it off the back wall. Nate Frog. Wants the shot. Sinister redirect. Kisig saves. T-Scow is going to get this one past Nate Frog. Vertigo will clear away the defense. Now in front. T-Scow hits it wide. Sinister. Dribble. Not in, but look at this from Emerald. They're running some laps around here. They're really trying to up this pace. Something that, again, for Emerald, this new Emerald team is, again, you compare a lot from this new Emerald team compared to the older versions of Emerald. This new one, a little bit faster. You feel just a little more energy in their play than Vertigo's, but the game being tied at 1. Anybody's game to take the lead here as Nate Frog off the back wall wants a second touch. Balloos will clear it. And this game continues still at a 1-1 score line. As Vertigo trying to keep on pushing. A ton of vector at the clear. Down. Good shot, but Tisco is there. There's Tisco. Back in again. Look at this, just a midfield battle. And right now, Emerald is winning it. Nate Frog wants to take the lead. Kisig will save that one as it almost got shot perfectly under that crossbar. T-Scow, the lead his team. The only one to score so far for Vertigo, whereas for Emerald, they've had many chances as trying to vector up down the field. Kisig Waiting. Sinister. Challenged, but it won't go through. Still bouncing. Nate Frog wants this one. But T-Scow will clear that away. Again, right now, it's really, it's quite the opposite of what I expected. You expect Vertigo to be the ones to take the more aggressive stance. Right now, it's Emerald who are doing that. They're the ones who are asking the questions in this series. And in this game specifically, they want to start the series off well. As Nate Frog passes Eternal Vector, what a shot! Down to the bottom right corner! Strikers of Chaos Emerald take the lead with less than 2 minutes remaining. A huge shift in momentum. Balloos. Once went back for Vertigo. Eternal Vector clears it away. Emerald, I was worried that they might be playing too much defense in this series, but this game, they're doing exactly not that. What a pass, though! Holy, what a pass from Kisig! We've seen moments from him, glimpses of his mechanical ability. That is played perfectly to Baloo's bumper. And it's a tie game, as Kisig with the key play to get this one tied at 2. Kisig wants to dribble. Sinister beaten by Kisig down the field. That one's wide. Nate Frog now challenged by T-Scow. It's wide. Sinister clears it away. Out from Kisig. Only getting muddled there by Strikers of Chaos. Defenders as a miss off the back wall. Nate Frog's trying to bump out Baloo's, but Baloo's will leapfrog over him. Here we go to Vertigo, as now Kisig on it. His touch not very strong, but the demo opens up space. Kisig. What an awkward spawn there. But Baloo's gotta get back. He's overcommitted, and for the second time this game, Vertigo, too offense happy. Baloo's caught, overextended, and it's Nate Frog here to take the lead for Emerald once again. It's only game 1, and already we're going to see why some of these games can be close. As that one from T-Scale off the kickoff. It's a 3-3 game. This is only game 1. How is it so close? As Tibbs with the raid. Thank you, Tibbs with the raid of 4. Good timing as well. We got a series on our stream. This one is actually quite close. Got the sidewall. Balloos down the field. Looking. Demo. Miss from T-Scow, though. Sinister wants to bump on Kisig. Going back. Kisig's missed it. Oh, it's Eternal Vector from downtown. And this game keeps going back and forth. This one, though, Kisig scrambling to get back, and he doesn't make contact. And a 4-3, and Nate Frog's gonna make it 5! Kisig saves it. Sinister now, beating Kisig. T-Scout saves the day. It's only game 1. Emerald are definitely, Emerald and Vertigo are proving that they have what it takes, but Emerald really are the ones who are taking more of an initiative. This is the time for Vertigo to prove what they really have, what they can do. They're gonna be stuck on defense. It's Kisig, dunked by Nate Frog, looking in field for Sinister. I lose over that one. T-Scow with the clear. T-Scow over Sinister. Back for Balloos. Nate Frog stops that one. It's off the back wall. Sinister doesn't read this one. And it's cleared away. It's the ground. Strikers of Chaos Emerald will have game 1. A close matchup here between these champion-level teams. And really, if it's just going back and forth like this could be a high-action series. I mean, it already is quite high action. Expected to get better and better. It is Strikers here to score first. As here you go. Game 2. Pick off, trying to go here as Won by Sinister. Eternal Vector trying to get the scoring back up for Striker's Chaos Emerald. Only winning game 1 by a single goal. Emerald had a lot to prove in this series, and they've already silenced a lot of the issues seen. But one of the problems that I do see is that they relied heavily on overcommits from Vertigo. It's not something that Vertigo will be doing. I think going forward, they're going to be looking to stop those kind of mistakes from happening. That is going to be up to Emerald to find new ways to break through more consistently, because Vertigo's offense didn't really have to wait for mistakes from Emerald. There's T-Scout. Balanced by Sinister. He wants that one. What a shot from him! Sinister with the pickpocket play in the backfield. And it's Emerald who will get their first goal just like that. Sinister with the dunk. Strikers of Chaos Emerald score first. Off the back wall, Kisig wants tied up. Saved by Sinister as he falls from his own back wall. If he's able to cover up the play, that is a very Strikers Emerald kind of defense. These players, and even the players of Vertigo, they all trust each other here. And what a shot from T-Scow! Holy T-Scow! This guy's shooting really is no joke. You may not get a lot of shots, but once he's up in the air, there's no way you stop this guy from scoring. And so far this series, he really is fulfilling that 50% shooting that he is averaging this season so far, even after 4 weeks of gameplay. Vertigo are just that good, but Emerald have proven that they can definitely win out in the pressure game. Sinister can't get past Kisig here. Offense for Vertigo. Vector past T-Scow. Lose to the sidewall. Nate Frog gets the challenge. Sinister up. Sinister wants it, but he misses. For Eternal Vector, Kisig will meet up in the air at that one. And now, here comes T-Scow. Be a pass in front, but his touch not good enough. The mechanics of T-Scow not there. As Emerald again just gonna try to go upfield with this one, get some offense, get some shots. Although Vertigo doing a much better job this game at stopping those plays before they get too close, before they get too dangerous. As T-Scow wide, follow-up coming from Baloo's, off the bar and out. Emerald really sitting back here. As pinch away. Little Vector down the field. Off the corner, T-Scow. I put it in his clear. Nate Frog. Way to Baloo's front bumper. As Nate Frog over Baloo's. In comes Sinister for Emerald. They haven't been able to get further than that midfield line before the Vertigo challenge has become too much to handle. As Kisig, Baloo's open nets, and that will be one for Vertigo. It's Kisig off the back wall. Baloo's just right there in front. Vertigo reads each other. They have the lead. Again, they're shutting down what Emerald's did so well in game 1. Emerald is going to have to start to really force that midfield to kind of come to them. There's not something you generally want to do on offense. Holy Nate Frog! Oh my! Right off the kickoff! Maybe they don't have to force anything if Nate Frog's doing that. I mean, that is just incredible from Nate Frog. The power and the precision to redirect that one on target. And Nate Frog has just put in a magnificent goal to tie this game. Again, there really is little to separate these teams, is there? As Nate Frog, on clear, Kisig wants to put one back. Up is Baloo's. He'll actually win this one. Baloo's redirect. Up is Kisig! And it's saved by Sinister. It was off the bar. It was going on targets. And Sinister is there. Now he's on no boost. Nate Frog can hit this one away. Baloo's with the challenge. Challenged by Sinister. Who wants to go ahead goal in front? Sinister's challenge gets pinched away. Nate Frog will have to backtrack. He's actually missed this one. Chance here for Kisig. Nate Frog rushing. Eternal Vector's miss. Sinister will get the clear. Is Emerald a bit panicked here? Maybe getting a bit desperate for And he take the lead as T-Scows. Play it back by Nate Frog. T-Scow, upfield. Demos from both teams. In fact, they're trying to clear the way for the midfield. There's no Vector. T-Scow, not as far though. Nate Frog's shot is too weak. And he needs to add a little power to that one. Yeah, Nate Frog with the one with the redirect that tied this game at 2. There's now Kiesig waiting. I think he could have gone for the bump play there. They've been able to knock out some of those left defenders. We haven't really seen the demos come from Vertigo. They haven't really thought about going for those kind of plays. Against Emerald, if they're playing back, that's the perfect play to beat them. There's Nate Frog. Around the corner. In front. Where is he? Eternal Vector with no boost. We'll just have to watch as that one cleared over his head. Now Sinister. Flick. One-on-one with T-Scow. Nate Frog. An infield touch for Eternal Vector. His play is wide. Nate Frog coming in with his challenge. It's a conveyor belt, but this one up from T-Scow. Balloos. Miss. T-Scow. And you can see he was so excited on that play because that net was looking open. But Emerald cover it up. There's Nate Frog. It's actually kept up here up the corner. Eternal Vector wants it going. Bouncer in front for Sinister. Balloos clears it. T-Scow wants it up. But this will hit the ground. We're going to overtime in game 2. Bakers of Chaos Emerald. Only one game away from taking match points. Vertigo, though, could very easily tie the series up with one of their own. Eternal Vector has T-Scow. Kiesig. Dunks by Sinister. Balloos. Gonna take a quick shot here. Nate Frog doesn't get it. Balloos wants to double tap. Kiesig now in front. T-Scow maybe. Balloos still on it. Emerald moving in circles. Everybody's jumping at this one. The panic from Emerald's defense. I mean, it's real here. They are playing so reactive right now. But now that they have boost, now they can play in some offense. The defense may not look so convincing from Emerald, but it has survived the test of time here. As Nate Frog putting it a look on T-Scow. Is his play. Side Sinister. He's taking a long time to challenge that. He winds up with his clear. Now he's past Balloos. Eternal Vector. One-on-one. Shot back post. Oh, it's off the bar. Nate Frog's missed. Sinister now with a dunk. Emerald still have offense. Eternal Vector just beats 2 of them here. Nate Frog shoots it on target. Eternal Vector was the bump. Kiesig clear. T-Scow misses it. Sinister gets the save. Still no goals. Redstone's in front. Balloos open! And it's Vertigo with game 2. In overtime for the ages. And it goes to Vertigo here. They were winning the offense. They were making Strikers of Chaos Emerald panic on their own back end. And finally something breaks through the defense. Emerald starting to play more defensive, and that's going to be costly for them in this series. And I must say, thank you for the raid there, Rexy Lad. I see you. How you doing? How was your match? Hopefully it was exciting. Here we go. Game 3, match point on the line for both these teams. This is a series that could go the distance. It looks like it could. I mean, it's just been back and forth, exciting action. As now shot on! Oh, that's off the bar from Eternal Vector. Emerald's trying to sack quickly. Trying to put in a response to their tough loss in game 2. Again, they played so defensively. What's going to help them win these games is if they are confident. If they're willing to really just put the pressure in the midfield where it needs to go. Because right now, that is actually how they've been able to beat Vertigo. At least in game 1, that was how they beat them. Was holding that midfield. They do the same here at the start of game 3. Eternal Vector. What a shot! What a goal front post from Eternal Vector! And it's the Emerald captain who will get the scoring started in game 3 on DFH Stadium with an air post shot. T-Scow, Kiesig, no one can read to it. And game 3 starts in Emerald's favor. They're looking for more. I don't think we've seen a team take a 2-goal lead yet in this series. Eternal Vector wanna do it! Oh, Eternal Vector! Now it is a 2-goal lead for Emerald. As he just literally 1v3'd him. Look at this! Eternal Vector, the fancy footwork on the dribble plays. And that is a literal 1v3 from him. No problem, he'll just do it all by himself, getting his second goal of the game. He's not done yet, he's looking for more. First minute of this game will come and go with Emerald leading by 2. And now they'll make it free from Nate Frog. The scoring opening up for Emerald. I told you, no fear, that's how they're playing. It will ping pong its way into the back of the nets. Nate Frog still giving credit though. And Emerald just scoring it more and more at will here. Start off in this first minute again. First minute coming and going, Emerald with a firm lead. 3 goals, they're trying to make it 4 here with that shot from Nate Frog. Saved by Baloo's. It does feel like this game is a bit shell-shocked here from Vertigo. They can't believe the kind of lead that Emerald is amassing. They can't believe how quick it was as well. Still they're looking for it. Nate Frog. Fake on Kiesig, 1 to beat, and he'll get it. It's Nate Frog with the dribble. And it's Strikers of Chaos Emerald who just scored their 4th. Eternal Vector getting involved in, I think that's maybe his third goal he's involved in. It is. Is Nate Frog with the score. And with both of the last 2 games being so close, so tense, to see Emerald take such a commanding lead in a game is quite a change of pace. And really, for them, again, I think a lot of it has to come down to who's going to be playing well for this team. If someone steps up on the offense, someone who's able to create plays and score plays, that's when things happen. But that's open for Kiesig. He's just fired that one well wide of the net. Again, Emerald caught panicking, but Vertigo needs to do a little better with those shooting opportunities. Nate Frog past Kiesig. Opposite Eternal Vector. Light touchdown. T-Scow saves. As Blues around 1. Cleared away. Kiesig. Sinister. Dunk. T-Scow doesn't get to it. It's Sinister's first of the game. Emerald at a 5th goal. And now it's a lead of 5. I mean, you could already assume that maybe they've taken game free, but I mean that goal might be able to solidify it. And we still have over 2.5 minutes left in this game. But Emerald with a firm grasp on the ongoings of DFH Stadium, and barring an absolute catastrophe from Emerald, an absolute miracle from Vertigo, should be Emerald would be 1 game away. But there's still a chance for a comeback here if Emerald can get 5 goals in the first 2.5 minutes. Then in these last 2.5 minutes, Vertigo could do just the same. That's their start. Again, Vertigo have to make quick work of this one. Because the momentum is completely against them here in Game 3. Cisco. Nate Frog infield for Eternal Vector. Baloo's. A couple bumps now. Looking infield for Kiesig. Kiesig's got the back post. Got this one, and it's wide. T-Scow. And he can't get through the challenge of Sinister. Nate Frog. On the sidewall, Baloo's. Gets past him here. Baloo's dribble. Sinister is waiting. And here comes Emerald. Eternal Vector off the sidewall. Wants to get past Kiesig, but that one just cleared away. Now Nate Frog. Infield. Nate Frog will challenge again. Vertigo letting him have the space here. And Vertigo, time is not going to be friendly to them here. They've got to act quickly if they want any chance of coming back in this game. Emerald still just trying to play calm, showing no signs of stopping. But their scoring has had a sharp halt after that halfway mark of this game. A Sinister dribble play over Kiesig. Eternal Vector challenged by Baloo's. That one's being cleared long. Nate Frog now wants one more for Emerald. Bouncing in front. Kiesig will clear it. A Sinister delayed challenge still wins it here for Emerald. But T-Scout clears. Final minute here of regulation. Emerald still about as much control as they had at the start of this series, although less goal scoring. As Kisig, saved by Eternal Vector, gets around Baloo's in that same motion. Now he's gotten through. He's just getting through Vertigo. Eternal Vector wants a Doomsday Dish, but he can't put it on target now. T-Scow. It's in front, but Baloo's will be there first to it. His shot downfield. Eternal Vector saves. Bouncing back in front. Sinister's quick to react. Because against Emerald, now this is where the defense can really show what it can do here. And it is shutting down the offense of Vertigo. Vertigo with no success at getting upfield. And for a team that scores so often, I mean, you've got T-Scow waiting in the backfield with a 49.3% shooting accuracy, and Emerald are not phased. As it's Eternal Vector with his hat-trick here, making it 6-1. Strikers of Chaos Emerald now only one game away from handing Vertigo their first loss of the season. T-Scow. Downfield, Sinister keeps it at the back wall. Demo, Kisig wants to keep it up, but it will hit the ground first. Strikers of Chaos Emerald only one game away from winning this series in Week 5 against one of the best teams in the Riptide Cup. And they're making it look confident too. You know, I had a lot of questions again. Emerald known for their defense, but the addition of Sinister being their newest player, this team nowhere near as defensive as they usually are. When they're playing well, they're pushing up, they're getting their chances, and they're not letting Vertigo go. It's like an iron grip on them. And Vertigo trying to squirm their way free, just unable to do so. So here we go, Game 4. If Strikers of Chaos Emerald win this one, they take the series. They advance to a 4-1 record. And Vertigo, the once undefeated team, will be no more. But of course, Emerald can't get ahead of themselves. They still need to win, that is. And what we've seen from Vertigo, they have the ability to turn on the gas and up that tempo. They can play toe-to-toe with Emerald, I'm sure. They've made some adjustments going into this game as Kisig with a whiff here. T-Scow. Let's get the clear. As Nate Frog with the save in the backfield gets over T-Scow. Pinch play from Nate Frog. Oh, and he's missed his clear. He'll have to double back here as Kisig. Sinister challenged by T-Scow. Baloo's now off the back wall. Baloo's second touch. He'll hit it! Holy Baloo's! With the double tap! The back wall left undefended by Emerald, and that'll be an error they won't be making any longer because Baloo's will hit those. And it's Vertigo. The clap back in this game. Now they're the ones trying to get the offense to start the series off. Nate Frog, what a dunk from Kisig! Oh my goodness! I mean, there is no reason Kisig should jump for that. Absolutely none. In what world does Kisig get that dunk? I guess we're living in it because that goes in. That's cleared from T-Scow. Sinister. Inch away. Off to the corner. T-Scow. First to it. He really hasn't used his shooting. Is that one? Oh, Nate Frog, he overcommits. I don't know if he was going for the bump play there, but he should have waited for that opportunity. There was no one there even to bump for Nate Frog, and that'll be a play he'd desperately want back. Emerald's still pushing. But now they're down 2 goals in a game. They've got to show that they have the ability to be resilient and to find ways to get that aggression here against Vertigo. T-Scow. Stopped by Sinister. Emerald trying to play very close 50-50s. Right now, Vertigo definitely the ones that are a little faster to it. Is that long shot? Sinister saves. He had to jump across his net to get there. Now clear from Sinister. Vertigo. Doing to Emerald what Emerald has done to them, and that is control the midfield. Hold the play there and send the ball right back into offense. Although this play, in front for Sinister. Emerald want one back. Kisig Nate Frog there. Blues, is that free? It will be. Off the post, T-Scout, he won't get a shot. So close there for Vertigo to get a third goal. But it won't happen. Emerald will wipe their brow. And that game could have very easily have gone a lot worse for them. As Nate Frog, he is going to have a tough time getting that one. He still gets to it, but his touch, as powerful as it could be, as he kind of overshot that one. And now here comes the demos from Nate Frog. He's a bit off time, though. I think Nate Frog, his demos really haven't been meaningful. There's a difference between demos and meaningful demos. Meaningful demos are ones that are timed at good times, get rid of good players. Nate Frog, his demos feels like he's just going in whenever he doesn't have anything better to do. Honestly, that's just not going to be helpful for him. For Vertigo, they're a team that will recover. And so if you want to have a meaningful demo, that's got to be well timed. Nate Frog, too early, too late, it doesn't matter. His demos have just not been able to hit the mark. A Sinister, only one touch here. A losing field tunnel vector, down the field. Nate Frog, on target, but he's looking for a pass here to maybe the Sinister. Keysig will win the challenge. Emerald have not proven that they have that resiliency. Oh, so wait a second. Okay. Oh, and a little bump there to get rid of that one. The unwritten rules favorable from both teams, as I think they were going to hold that one. Keysig wants to clear. Little vector. Where is Emerald's offense? It hasn't shown. And it's T-Scow here. 1 for 1 on shooting. Can you believe it? But that's his first shot so far this game. Again, for Emerald, where's their offense? We take a look at their shots. One shot for Emerald. I don't know, but it's something about the momentum, something about their mentality is hurting them here. Whenever they can start well, they keep it. Whenever they don't, it's the exact opposite for them. They completely bottle up and they shut down. And you see some weaknesses here for this Emerald side. This one up the back wall. Nate Frog, that is a very rough touch from Nate Frog. Keysig, off the bar. That one almost makes it 4 here. Vertigo. Race around Emerald here, trying to get another goal. Shut down the hopes of Emerald. And go to game 5, Emerald. I have a history of going to game 5 on this stream. And looks like that history will repeat once again as T-Scow. Open for 4, but his shot's weak. Nate Frog is there to collect. Emerald even get 1 goal this game. Yeah, it really does feel like whoever scores first just has every reason to win this win. And you know, for a lot of series, you see teams where they can bounce back. These teams it feels like they are wearing a lot of emotions here. Because once someone gets a lead, it's impossible for the other team to come back. Vertigo shuts out Strikers Against Emerald here in game 4. As we've got game 5, Vertigo with momentum. Again, Strikers Against Emerald have history on this stream going to game 5. They've done it a lot in their matches in LOS. Well, they'll have one here for the Splash Series. As here we go, Champions Field. Strikers of Chaos Emerald and Vertigo, a tense series back and forth, but the question is, who will score first, really? Both these teams eager to do it, because in game 5, generally there's less goals, and so getting that first one's so important! And it will be Nate Frog to do it! 10 seconds into the game! Strikers of Chaos Emerald push through. It's Nate Frog to score. And if that's... And again, with how the series has been going, that could end it, but we know Vertigo, they like to come back. Well, they like to definitely, they like to respond. Both these teams like to respond. At least early in the series, they definitely like to. He's in front, T-Scout with the clear. Nate Frog, last one back. Aggressive challenge from Nate Frog as the third man there. He's got to weigh up his opportunities, but it's a good idea! Because he'll get a benefit from it. It's a second goal for Emerald. And Nate Frog got bumped, and I think Keysig also got bumped here. No, he didn't. No one got bumped. They just couldn't read it there. That's a good shot from Nate Frog to the back post. It's over. The challenges from Vertigo. Yeah, this series has just been going back and forth, hasn't it? Nate Frog, off the corner. Off the crossbar. T-Scout with the clear. Nate Frog. Infield. Mister. Oh, T-Scout is just gonna barge his way in. Nate Frog. Holy Nate Frog! Welcome to Math Analysis BC. Because, get your protractors out. We're gonna have to calculate what kind of an angle that was from Nate Frog. I can't believe he scored that. That's incredible from Nate Frog. I don't even know if he expected to score from that angle. And it's Emerald here in this game, who wanted to shut down this series once and for all. I'm gonna do a repeat of game 3 by the looks of it. Here comes Vertigo, infield to Blues, and the passing plays work. Vertigo answer back. We're only a little over a minute in. We've already got 4 goals combined from both these teams. We'll see what adjustments they make. Sinister in front. Nate Frog gets the clear away here. Nate Frog off the back wall, looking to make it 4 from Eternal Vector, and he shouldn't have got that second touch. Sinister was waiting to clean up that play, but Nate Frog double touch. Kiesig stops it. Vertigo, you maybe forget that they actually are quite solid mechanical players. There's Blues here, pinched away by Emerald. And Emerald from Blues, don't open up the backfield. Emerald trying to get the clear, but it's sent all the way back. Eternal Vector off the spawn. Panic play in front for Emerald. No shots coming here. Here comes Kiesig. Cleared by Eternal Vector. T-Scout. Nate Frog wins this one. Nate Frog, dribble, flick, off the back wall for Sinister. Miss, Eternal Vector, open net. Everybody from Vertigo bit on the shot there from Sinister, but it never came. And Eternal Vector became the real threats. Everybody committed for Vertigo. And Eternal Vector with a very easy shot here to regain that 3-goal lead for Strikers of Chaos Emerald. Again, they're not trying to make this game close. They have no aspirations to do so against Vertigo. Vertigo still have time to make a comeback. We haven't really seen any major comebacks this series, so they're going to do something that has not really been done before yet by either of these teams. It's Kiesig with a pinch. Eternal Vector on the field looking maybe for an option. He'll just do it himself, I think, here. But he does get bumped away. And as series has been going on, we've been seeing Vertigo more willing to go for bumps, but just not enough of them. As Kiesig clears, Sinister up with it, but it's straight to T-Scow. He gets our Eternal Vector's challenge. Equal, Nate Frog keeps it away from danger. It's now clear. Sinister. Long play. T-Scow. Eternal Vector, another bump here from Vertigo. Trying to open up some space. That's a good flick. Open for T-Scow. And for T-Scow, he's been mostly defensive this series. Again, I told you that 49.3% shooting, no joke from T-Scow. Whenever he's on the ball, he's pretty certain he'll score. 2 minutes left. 2 goals needed for Vertigo. He's got the kickoff. And that one almost gets through Nate Frog. He almost overshot that one. He now gets the clear. Won't really result in offense for Emerald. It's more so just going to be time wasted. That could have been used here by Vertigo. Now Nate Frog. 3 goals already this game. He's looking to try to help his team out to maybe another one. Sinister off the back wall. And cleared back in. Nate Frog keeps it away. And you know, I haven't really mentioned much about Nate Frog, but I do think he is kind of the telltale sign of this team. If this team plays well, it's because Nate Frog plays super well. He's a very solid player. And he really is that player that you look at to go, can they play to the level that you expect them? If they can, this Emerald team becomes a force to be reckoned with. They're a real beast with Nate Frog. It's Kiesig. This is clear. T-Scout with the clear. There's now a shot from Blues. Back post. Sinister. keeping that one wide. 60 seconds left. T-Scout and company have to throw everything they have at this net. Emerald gonna sit back further and further. You know they're gonna be totaling up at this moment. And that's something that Emerald are totally comfortable doing at this time in the series. Gonna hold out for a win here in Game 5. E-Sig off the sidewall. And Vector keeps it away. Now, only 30 seconds. That half a minute's already gone. Emerald have no signs of slowing down their playstyle. T-Scout with no boost. It's clear, really won't get that much pace on it. In the corner, Nate Frog gets over him. Keysig has on Vector. Sinister with the clear. Emerald just need to keep the ball away. Sinister off the back wall. It's down. Emerald just need one more good challenge. Baloo's on target. Baloo's saved by Nate Frog. And Strikers of Chaos Emerald will win this series in Game 5. They take down Vertigo, the first team this season to do so. And they do it with some confidence, some aggressions, taking risks. Everything that Emerald was not known for before this game. And this might be a message to other teams to be careful of what Emerald have in store for the rest of the season, because this is a very strong Emerald side. And they're definitely playing well. As we'll get an interview here with Emerald. As we'll be again getting an interview here with Emerald. An upset here, although again, if there's upsets, it wasn't a massive upset. In that Emerald definitely had what it took, but man, coming into the series, I was knowing Emerald's history, I was very concerned if they were going to play the defensive style. They did not. They took risks, they took chances, and it worked for them. As here we go. I'm gonna get an interview here with Strikers of Chaos Emerald. As welcome in. Hello there, welcome in there, Strikers of Chaos Emerald. What a match! It just took down Vertigo, one of the top teams in the Riptide Cup. Eternal Vector, tell me, did you guys expect yourself to win this series in such a one-sided fashion in Game 5? Did you expect this series, even though it went to Game 5, did you expect yourself to take this series here?
To be honest with you, I thought it would be closer, which it was. It took us to Game 5, but there was a couple games where we just demolished them, and we took that momentum from Game 3, I believe it was, and finished the series out with a dub.
Yeah, and I mean, this series was very back and forth. Nate Frog, I mean, you're kind of the player that kind of oscillated for me, whether you were being kind of the star player or sometimes you took a step back in some of those games. And when it was those games where you started to really play up, play a little more, play a little more risk heavy, that was when things started to work for Emerald. Did you start to kind of notice and adapt? What was it with kind of this on and off kind of series? Because again, it means twice in the series you have to kind of come back from tough losses. How did you do it? Because it really didn't seem like you ever got phased in this series.
I mean, Sin and I just coming off of winning the entire Skyward Series championship, so we're riding that high as long as we can, him and I. And I mean, I'll tell you what, this off and on series, I'll tell you what, in Game 4, all I could think in my head is about how you beat me in a 1v1. So I got really hard on myself, and I was like, man, dude, like, Sporty's so much better. Then I was like, wait a second, I'm Nate Frog, dude. And then in Game 5, I started, like you said, being a little bit more risky, and it, big risk, big reward. And well, I mean, I got to play to what's given to me, and Aiden really stepped up. I'm proud of him. Same with Sin. We had some lag issues in a couple of key moments, but we worked through it, and we still got the dub. So GG's to the other team, and thank you for casting.
Yeah, and for reference, by the way, I did play Nate Frog in a little 1v1 before the stream, and I did beat you, Nate Frog.
Yes, you did.
And also, by the way, if you guys don't know, Nate Frog and Sinister both have been teammates before. They were teammates on Out of Touch, who, as you said, won Skyward Series 2v2s. So
3v3s.
3v3s, right. You won 3v3s, not 2v2s. That's a different team.
Yes.
3v3s, again. Big matchup. And, we can't forget about you, Sinister. Again, what does it mean here to take down Vertigo coming into the series, undefeated? Did you let the fact that they were 4-0, did you let the fact that T-Scow, I don't know if you knew this, has a shooting average of almost 50%? And, you definitely, again, that was probably something hanging in your mind. Did you let that, you didn't let that get to you. What was it that kind of allowed you to kind of play, because for you guys to win, you have to be confident. And against a team like Vertigo, it's really tough to be confident when they're shooting so efficiently. Sinister, what was it that allowed your confidence to overtake any worries you had?
Well, when you have Nate Frog and Aiden on your team, it's kind of hard to not be confident, But basically, from as you can see through the matches, the ones that we lost, they were ones that they were getting off high volume shots, and the ones that we won, we limited to that. And I'm just like, I'm used to playing with Nate. I'm getting really well with playing with Aiden. We came off of last week's win. We won the Skyward, so like Nate said, my confidence was already high, and I just feel like when we're playing together and we're in sync, we're just the team to beat, So even though their shooting percentage were higher, it doesn't mean anything if you can't get a shot off. And we try to limit their shots, and when we did, we got the win off, and we sucked it up this week.
Yeah, of course, as again, that now marks it 4 weeks in a row where you guys just keep on winning. As I know, Vector, next week you got a match against Omega Academy Gold, and after that you got to play ISG. You got coming into this one. I mean, playoffs should. Again, you guys, are you even thinking about playoffs by now? I'm sure playoffs have already been secured. Are you thinking about your seeding in the playoffs or anything? Because because playoff seeding is very important. It's a single elimination bracket. You might as well make yourself as good of a first run as possible. Are you thinking about playoffs, or what is kind of on your mind right now, Eternal Vector, coming into this like last stretch of the season?
I'm pretty confident that we made the playoffs right now. We're just focusing on trying to secure that 1 seed, give us a better chance of getting further in the bracket. For the next 2 opponents, we're gonna play them hard, and we're gonna beat them. That's all I gotta say.
Well, that was very blunt of you, Eternal Vector. You're just going to beat them. I've never heard someone never heard wiser words from someone. How about that? As, again, congratulations on your win. And it seems like you guys love to go to Game 5, and honestly, right now, it seems to be working for you guys, because you've won the last couple of them on my stream. Again, congratulations for the win here, Strikers Chaos Emerald. Have an amazing rest of your nights, and again, congratulations on your win here against Vertigo.
Thank you for casting, Sporty.
Yep, thank you.
That is it here. Big win for Strikers Chaos Emerald, the only match tonight. What a matchup, though. What a series. Exciting until the very end. As it is, again, that will be it for me and my action. Thank you all so much for joining. And again, only 1 match today, but I promise we'll get a couple more matches in the future here. Coming for hopefully more for Splash Series again. Thank you all so much for joining. Shout out to Tommy Buckets for running this league, and I'll see you all later. Have an amazing night.